Rugby jerseys, folks. Rugby jerseys. We're sitting here at the end of 2021. It's the festive season. Hopefully you guys have got some rugby jerseys to unwrap in the next few days. But people often ask, man, how many jerseys have you got? Where do you get all these jerseys from? Let's answer some of those questions today. I haven't done one of these for a couple of years, I think. The old jersey videos. So we'll go through each and every one of my jerseys. You can see my shelves there are empty. I'll tell you where I got it from and anything that's kind of unique about that jersey. And yeah, you guys can let me know some of your favorite jerseys. Which ones are you guys hankering out for? And yeah, we'll kind of just go from there. I should say a lot of these jerseys have been sent to me. So thank you to all these people who sent me these jerseys. And as I've written on the board, also to my family for sometimes kind of sustaining my habit. Right. First jersey, we got Blues. This one predates the YouTube channel. This is a John Kerwin era Super Rugby jersey. You can see that little pattern on the middle. That's Rangitoto Island, which is also in the Blues logo there. It's an island visible from the main harbour here in Auckland, the Waitemata Harbour. So this jersey's seen better days, man. Excuse the glare. Yeah, this one's been around for a long time. The plastic stuff's all falling off at the heat pressed stuff. Blues 2020 jersey. Yeah, it's got the big ugly NIB on it, which I hate, but apart from that, it's alright. The collar is already starting to lose its shape, so Adidas. There's a few of these design ones around. We'll get to some of them a bit later, but there you go, Blues number 2. I'm also wearing this Blues one. This Blues one's a little bit special in that it's one of the first ones I realized, hey, I can get this imported from the UK cheaper than I can at my local store. So I bought this one from the UK. I bought the 2020 Blues one here in New Zealand on special. And the other one, I don't know where I got it from. Probably my parents gave it to me back in the day. Highlanders jersey from a couple of years ago. Bought this here in New Zealand, end of season, so kind of cheapish. It was on discount, I know that. Reds from a few years ago. It's the red rather than maroon. This one was sent to me by Mark, who I will refer to as Leinster Mark because he's going to pop up a few times with the old jerseys. Melbourne Rebels, I bought this one. I think this is one of it's either their inaugural season or one of their very early seasons. I bought this one from TradeMe, which is essentially like New Zealand's eBay. So it's a second-hand jersey from someone who was flogging off a jersey here on TradeMe. Brumbies from a couple of years ago. Again, this is Leinster Mark sent me this one. It's a very nice light jersey, this one. So actually quite comfortable, but white, you do have to be careful. Crusaders from a couple of years ago. This one was sent to me by Carl. That's Southern Hemisphere Carl, because we got two Carls. But yeah, Carl sent me this Crusaders one along with a few other ones. This one is Crusaders from the Richie McCaw days. I think this is the one they lost the final into the Tars, maybe. It's got the kind of armor pattern on it. And I bought this one when I knew the Crusaders were changing their logo because I wanted to get one with the old logo that was kind of embroidered. I got this one from eBay, so again, second hand. I wanted to get it before they changed the logo completely. Hurricanes bought this the same time as the Highlanders one. I bought it here locally in New Zealand. It was on special. And I should say about these jerseys, this one's 2XL. Like the XL is too small for me, just and the 2XL is too big. So it was kind of an awkward year in terms of sizing where neither of them really fit properly. Same era, but this is the different team. This is the Chiefs. Carl sent me this one. This is Southern Hemisphere Carl. Sent me at the same time as he sent me the Crusaders jersey, so thank you for that, Carl. Kind of like the one I just talked about. This is an XL, so it's like ever so slightly too small. Whereas the 2XL is ever so slightly too big, so there you go. Sometimes you just can't win. Waratahs. This one, I bought this one from eBay, so again, second-hand jersey. I wanted to get the Volvo one because that's the one they won the title in, but I think this is the one the year after they won the Super Rugby title. So there you go. Waratahs. Another Waratahs one. This is more recent, I think 2019. I won this one in a Facebook competition. So a lot of Facebook kind of steals your data and stuff. It's pretty good for competitions. And along with that one that I won, they also sent me this one, which was a signed one. It's the same jersey, but a signed version. So I got Israel Folau's signature. I got Michael Hooper's signature. Jack Dempsey. I should put this in a frame someday. Once I get out of the living room and get myself a proper place to sit, I will do that. But yeah, long-term project. Western Force. I bought this one on discount from the UK, actually. Once I heard the Force were coming back into Super Rugby with the whole COVID thing, they put the Force back in. So I got this jersey. It was kind of an end-of-line one because it's an old Super Rugby one from before they were cut. and I bought it after they were being brought back. So it was quite an end-of-line one, that one. But then Alison sent me this one, which is a more updated Western Force jersey. This one's from the Rapid Rugby one, but yeah, it's a pretty slick one. Actually feels really nice. A couple more from Super Rugby before we get on to another competition. Here is the Jaguares. This one's a bit of a heartbreaking one because they are no longer in Super Rugby. I had to get this one from Argentina. I think I bought this one as a celebration for getting 100 subscribers. I was chuffed, and it was bloody expensive to get it shipped from Argentina, I will tell you that much. The jersey wasn't too overpriced, but the shipping was horrendous. A couple more. We've got Sunwolves. The Imbiber sent me this one. He's got his own YouTube channel. If you look up The Imbiber, you will find him. Japanese-based Kiwi guy. Yeah, sent me this one. Don't get a chance to wear it much in the videos anymore with the Sunwolves being gone. And also this one, which I bought off TradeMe because I wanted to have all the Super Rugby teams at the time. So this was a second-hand one from TradeMe. There you go, Sunwolves away. So 2 Sunwolves jerseys and a Jaguares. That's the end of the Super Rugby segment. Apart from, oh, this one, I can't forget this one. This one, which is an extra special one, was given to me by Mark. It's a different Mark. It's a New Zealand Mark down in the south of Auckland. Met him face to face and he gave me this one. This one's an absolute classic. Super special just because this is like a 90s jersey. You can't buy these ones anymore. It's in pretty good nick as well. So that one kind of holds a pretty special place in my heart as well as a classic Blues one. Next, we'll go through some Premiership jerseys. This one's Newcastle, sent to me by April Tui. Very comfortable jersey, what can I say? Black jerseys, though, sometimes when I'm trying to find them, are a bit of a bother because there's heaps of teams that wear black. Harlequins, this one was sent to me by Christian. Remember I talked about that Blues jersey that was kind of losing the shape in the collar? This Harlequins jersey is the exact same jersey, but it's with the Harlequins pattern. And this one's kept its shape a wee bit better. So yeah, Christian sent me that one. The only team in the Premiership I've got 2 jerseys of is Exeter. Leinster Mark sent me this one. This is their kind of home jersey, and then I bought their European jersey from a couple of years ago. That was the year they won it. The camera's not doing it justice, but it is kind of a purpley colour. I've got a thing for some of the quite unique jerseys at times. Saracens. One of the few Nike ones I got along with that Jaguares one. Really nice, actually. Really nice, comfortable jersey. Bought this one just before they got found for the whole salary cap thing, so that was a bit of a bugger. But, yeah, there you go. Sharsies. I bought this one as well. This one was Northampton. It was end of line. So, yeah, I bought this one. It's a match jersey, hence the old GPS pocket thing. It's tight as. I very seldom wear this one unless I have to, because it's very fitting, because it's a match jersey, but there you go. Finlay sent me this one, this Bath jersey. Again, it's white, so I don't wear it that often, because, you know, white and stains don't go together that well, but it's a really nice feeling jersey in terms of the fabric. Canterbury sometimes do a pretty good job. Sale Sharks, I think this was end of line. I bought this one from the UK. Just kind of wanted to get more teams in the Premiership, and Sale were doing pretty well at the time, so got that one. Gloucester, I bought this one from eBay, so another second-hand one. I was kind of drawn to it because of the old logo. They have since changed their logo, but not the most comfortable jersey you'll ever wear. Leicester, I'm getting more reasons to wear this one recently because they're doing remarkably well in the Premiership. Yeah, I bought this one. This was, again, end of line, and this was a season they did terribly, so it was not expensive at all. Heinzen sent me this one. This is the last of the Premiership jerseys. It's another match jersey, but it's slightly bigger than the Northampton one, so it's even customized at the back. So not as fitting as the Northampton one, so a bit more comfortable for those of us with a middle-aged man body. Right, top 14. Clermont, I bought this one. Again, it was end of line because end of season jersey. It's interesting, it's got Yellow Army written in English in it, which is weird for a French team, but maybe that's a common thing. I'm not sure. Nice yellow Clermont jersey. Bordeaux, this is the only top 14 jersey that was sent to me. This was sent to me by Victoria, kind of France-based Kiwi rugby fan. So yeah, Victoria sent me that one. It's pretty, again, that Canterbury fabric is pretty nice. Toulouse, this one I bought off eBay here in New Zealand. It was second-hand, obviously. It was in pretty horrible cleanliness condition, but I cleaned it up. I only got that one because I bought this one also from TradeMe. It's also a Toulouse one, obviously, but it's very small. The person listed the size very much incorrectly. That's like a Japanese XL, which funnily enough is not the same as XL in other parts of the world. I didn't return it though because it still looks pretty nice. I just don't wear it. This one, Racing 92. I bought this one from a shop in France actually. Online. I didn't go there, but yeah, it's a really, really comfortable jersey. Only jersey of that Le Coq Sportif brand that I've got. Feels pretty nice. Toulon. End of line again. It was end of season. End of line is honestly, if you want to amass a jersey collection, you get them at the end of the season. You get them way cheaper than buying them new. There's very few that I've paid full price for in this lot that I'm saying that I bought. Likewise, La Rochelle. Now, when they made the final of the Champions Cup the other last year, somebody asked me, why have you got a La Rochelle jersey? And I said, it was the first top 14 jersey I ever bought. Why? Because it was on special, man. End of line. There you go. Montpellier, bit of a unique design for that one. Got that one from the UK. I think that's one of my most recent jerseys. That one, the old Montpellier one. Stade Francais, likewise, got this from the UK. Super thin fabric on the old Stade Francais jersey. Goodness knows how many are we up to. That's the end of the top 14 jerseys. So now we're into URC. So I got some old Super Rugby jerseys. The Sharks. This one's kind of special because this is the jersey that I bought when I wanted to start a rugby YouTube channel. I was like, I need more teams than just the Blues gear. So I bought Sharks because they were kind of my South African team. So this was the first jersey I bought. I pinched a whole bunch of hats. Like I get this collection thing from my dad. He had loads of hats. Crusaders, Hurricanes, like Rebels. Like he had all the hats from so many different teams. And then I just kind of took that to jerseys. So yeah, Sharks jersey was the first one I bought for the channel. That one I got from TradeMe secondhand. Likewise, this one, don't wear this one that often because it's a touch on the small side. It's literally the same size on the tag, but physically the jersey is very different. Stormers, I got this one from South Africa. Interestingly, had that one customized. This was right after South Africa had won the World Cup, I think, when I bought this one. So I want to get Khaleesi's number. So there you go, did that one. Stormers, this was end of line UK jersey. I wanted to get this one because they had just gotten rid of Adidas as their manufacturer. And yes, that's how we say that company name in New Zealand, not Adidas. We say Adidas. So yeah, I wanted to get it before they switched to whatever brand they went to. And it did, and it was on special, so happy days. Lions, one of the first jerseys I bought as well. I like this one because it's got a lion on the back, if you can see that. Camera again, maybe not doing it justice, but it does have a lion on it. So one of my earlier jerseys. The Lions, back when they were absolutely the business in Super Rugby. Bulls, I've previously said, are my least favourite Super Rugby team from South Africa, and yet I seem to have more of their jerseys than any other team. Bulls, bought this one secondhand on TradeMe back in the old Vodacom logo days. This one I was looking for ages. This is a very distinctive design. The pink Bulls jersey. At the time when they made this, it was kind of hard to envisage the big men from Pretoria wearing pink, but it became very popular, I believe. I managed to pick one up secondhand. And likewise, I got this one from South Africa, actually. Ordered it from South Africa. It was like the Bulls store never gets rid of their old stock. Again, shipping cost about 5 times as much as the jersey. The jersey wasn't much at all because it was like 4 years old when they were selling it, maybe more. This one, Cheetahs, Herritt gave me this one. Met him face to face here in Auckland. Cheetahs fan. Got me a Cheetahs jersey, which was awesome because I was doing the Super Rugby Unlocked content at the time. Don't get a chance to wear it that much anymore, but hopefully one of these days. Ulster, URC, we're going for... this one was sent to by Leinster Mark. He sent me another Irish team, but not Munster. He sent me Ulster. That one's really slick, but again, white, so I don't wear it that often. Out and about. Anyway, Connacht also sent to me by Leinster Mark. Another Connacht jersey, also sent to me by Leinster Mark, who has been a massive kind of jersey supplier to the channel. The Connacht ones are very, very comfortable, I should say. More recent one, Edinburgh, sent to me by Ian. Very slick. They're having a good season, so happy to have this one as it's current at the moment anyway. This one sent to me by Craig was a little bit earlier. It's white, so I don't wear it as much, but yeah, I do like the collar. What can I say? I'm a sucker for jerseys with collars. Glasgow also had a collar at the time, but a more unique. I bought this one. Again, they were changing their logo, so I wanted to get it before they changed their logo. It was end of line, so it was cheap. And they had all the players from that year listed on the back of the jersey, so how cool is that? Some of the jerseys have got little unique features like that. Northern Hemisphere Carl this time. So this is Welsh Carl. Sent me a Scarlets jersey. Very nice. Gets commented about a bit because of the number of sponsors they've got. And it's probably the most sponsored jersey that we've got here. This one was sent to me by Jamie. Dragons jersey. Didn't get many chances to wear it. But now that I'm doing the old URC content, it's a very good one to have. Thank you, Jamie. I bought this one. Cardiff Blues. I don't have a... Well, they're just Cardiff Rugby now, but Cardiff, I got it from eBay, second hand. They said it's signed, but God knows by who. It could just be some guys down at the pub, because it wasn't expensive. It was eBay, not being like signed by a certain person. But it's like, oh, some guys have drawn on it, basically. So, yeah, again, unique colour scheme, so I felt the need to grab that one. Trevor sent me this Benetton one, which is pretty awesome, because Benetton jerseys are ridiculously expensive to ship. So, yeah, I hadn't gotten one until now. So, Trevor helped me out with that one. So, thank you, mate. One of the first, I think this is the first European jersey club team I ever got, which was sent to me by Leinster Mark, of course. Leinster, classic kind of blue. Same design as that Blues jersey I mentioned, like this one. Same as that Harlequins jersey as well, like the 3 stripes. This is the another one from Leinster Mark, kind of like a unique, what was that, burgundy? Unique colour scheme there. This one's pretty crazy. This one was sent to me by John. Look at that. Signed Leinster jersey. He said he won it in like the raffle of the club raffle or something that he went into. So, wow, that's amazing. I'll put this one in a frame again once I get a proper space to do videos instead of the living room. That one was, yeah, I don't bring that one out very often because it's kind of tucked away. Ospreys, goodness me, we're going 16 minutes, I'll move along. Ospreys, bought this one second hand, TradeMe, it's proper old school, old logo. It's the thickest jersey I have, easily. Munster, this is the last URC one. I bought this one from eBay, and when I looked at it in the pictures, it was in pristine condition. This is like Doug Howlett days, I think, Munster. But I washed it once, and like half of the heat press stuff just like fell off. So I'll have to update that at some point, but it does the job for now. So that is one that I got, yes, from eBay, relatively cheaply. Now, MLR jerseys, all of these were sent to me by one guy, and that guy is Alan, so incredibly generous. We've got Utah, the red one. We've got Utah, the black one, and all these jerseys are made by Paladin pretty much, so they're actually quite comfortable. Seattle, who've got 2 stars above their jersey, because their logo, because they won the first couple of years. The Toronto Arrow is a very nice kind of shade of blue. The Colorado Raptors, who are now defunct in the MLR, they pulled out of the competition after 2 seasons, I think, which is a pity, so that makes that jersey kind of extra special for not the right reason, but there you go. The with collar New England Free Jacks. Gotta love jerseys with a collar. I used to wear this to work when I would go into the office. That's how much I like that one. Rooney Rugby United New York. They've since changed their logo, but yeah, they're also one of the teams who've got the stuff written on the collar. The Houston Sabercats, going to have a South African bit of influence with a new director of rugby next year. One of the few MLR ones with a sponsor on it. This one, Nola Gold. This one is unique in that if you turn it inside out, it is also another jersey. That's the only jersey I've got that you can literally flip it inside out, and it's got another design on it. How cool is that? A couple more from the MLR. We've got San Diego Legion. Maranonu used to play for these guys. And the only non-Paladin jersey from the same team, X-Blades from the season before. And then last MLR one is the Austin Herd, who pretty much straight away got rebranded to the Austin Gilgronis after I got this jersey. So yeah, another one that no longer exists in that current form. Right, internationals. I should say that one up there was sent to me by Willem. And that was kind of special because he's the first dude to ever send me any jersey ever. I mean, how many of those jerseys did I just say were sent to me? Loads. He sent me the first one, and it was a South African jersey, so that one is also hanging there kind of for that reason. Right, Fiji sent to me by Leinster Mark. It's pretty big, but it's also pretty light, so kind of comfortable. France, I bought this one after these guys, was it after they toured New Zealand? Yeah, I like this one. Bought it, it was end of season. So it was cheaper. Carl, Southern Hemisphere Carl sent me this one. Not Welsh Carl. Welsh Carl wouldn't be sending me an England jersey, but yeah, Carl sent me that England one. It's pretty nice fabric. Leinster Mark, believe it or not though, did send me this England Rugby World Cup jersey. I think it was after the World Cup. So he sent me that one. I bought this one, Russia, on eBay, right before the 2019 Rugby World Cup. eBay, TradeMe. New Zealand's eBay was chock full of old Rugby World Cup jerseys, especially 2011 ones that people were trying to flog off. And I was trying to get every team's jersey from the Rugby World Cup 2019, so I managed to get Russia. If I hadn't have got that one, I don't know where I would have got a rugby one from Russia. This one looks a little bit small. This is my childhood All Blacks jersey. Look at the long sleeves, man. Look at this big collar. It's a non-Adidas rugby jersey for the All Blacks. Doesn't fit me anymore, funnily enough, but I've got school photos of myself. My parents on picture day sent me wearing the All Blacks jersey. That's my dad for you. Pre-2011 All Blacks jersey. This one way predates the channel. Circular saw in the background. We're 21 minutes in. We're not restarting. My son, this is my son's jersey, was given this by his school on the last day of term just the other day. They were like, right, end of term, have an All Blacks jersey. How cool is that? Rugby World Cup 2019 jersey. I bought this one. It was on discount the week before the England game where they knocked us out. So maybe it was on discount for a reason. It was $100 instead of 150. Italy Rugby World Cup sent to me by Leinster Mark. Really, really nice fabric and nice colour. Italy away. I bought this one. It was end of line. That's why I got white Italy. I wanted an Italy jersey, so it was, yeah, just cheaper. Samoa, it was cheaper than the blue one anyway. Samoa sent to me by Leinster Mark. They've since changed their logo as well. Rugby World Cup 2019. This one, Lions Tour Springbok, sent to me by Henning. Obviously a slightly different colour scheme, but it's awesome to have the jersey from the Lions Tour because those are just like, kind of such occasions. Springboks Rugby World Cup 2019. I got this one after the Springboks had won it when I found one store was still selling them. So I thought I'll jump on the bandwagon after the fact to celebrate them winning the World Cup. And last Springboks one is a kids one again, not for me. Literally, there's a guy called David who gave me this jersey on the street because he saw me wearing different rugby jerseys like every day when I dropped my son off. He lives like 4 doors down from my son's school. He was just like, bro, you like rugby, have this jersey. So my son will be wearing this alongside that All Blacks one at some point. Carl sent me this Wallabies jersey. The only Wallabies one I've got, but it's a pretty cool one, the old indigenous pattern. Likewise, Carl sent me this Pumas one. So yeah, pretty awesome to have all the rugby championship teams. Ireland, we have got this one. It's a bit too small for me. It's a small, but you can see it's signed by a rather well-known Irish rugby midfielder. Sent to me by Joe. That one, so it's another one I need to chuck on the wall at some point. This one was sent to me by the only person who did not want their name said when I said, do you want me to give you a shout out as a thank you? No, was the answer. So an anonymous donor gave me this Ireland one a few years ago. And then Leinster Mark sent me this Irish Rugby World Cup jersey along with the England one that I showed earlier. Scotland, I've just got this one from Carl. That's not Welsh Carl, that's the Southern Hemisphere Carl. It's got the whole purple trim on that one. Welsh jerseys, I do have one from Welsh Carl, but not this one. I bought this one. This is unique in that it's like got nylon in it. All the other jerseys are just polyester. This one's got nylon, so it's a real different feeling fabric. This one was sent to me by David. Weirdly enough, this one's only a large, and I'm usually too big to fit a large, but this is actually quite a big large, the Under Armour one, so it fits really well. Welsh Carl sent me this one, which was signed by Lee Halfpenny. How cool is that? To Mark, best wishes, Lee Halfpenny. So that's a phenomenal one. Another one that needs to go on the wall at some point when I get out of the living room. Namibia, this one I bought for the Rugby World Cup. I bought it, it's the only Namibia jersey I could find. I didn't realise at the time that it's actually not a Namibia national team jersey, it's a Currie Cup jersey, but for the purposes of the World Cup, it's still filled its job. Japan, I bought this one prior to the Rugby World Cup from TradeMe, from a second-hand shop, so there you go. Japan was filled out. Uruguay, this one probably my favourite one that Leinster Mark has ever sent me. Apparently he had to go to pretty long lengths to get this one because this company, Oxbridge, that made them, don't really deal that well internationally. I tried contacting them myself but couldn't get my hands on a jersey. But somehow, with his international network and knowledge, Mark was able to get me this one, which is an amazing one. Because prior to that, the only one I'd been able to find, Uruguay jersey, was this one from 2015. And this is a 3XL, and I absolutely swim in this one. It's massive. So I'm glad I have the other one instead. I mentioned jerseys which were being flogged off prior to the Rugby World Cup. This was one of them in 2019. I bought this 2011 one from TradeMe here in New Zealand, so second-hand USA jersey, fit pretty well. Tonga I also picked up prior to the Rugby World Cup. This one's memorable because I had to get it from a shop in the USA. It's the only shirt that I've paid an arm and a leg for. This one was literally full price with expensive shipping, but it was the only shop that I could find selling Tonga. So, yeah, for the World Cup, I shelled out for that one. This Canada one was sent to me by Michael all the way from Canada. The shipping on this one took ages, but it did eventually get here. It wasn't lost, thankfully. British and Irish Lions. I got two of these, one from Carl and one from Leinster Mark. That's Southern Hemisphere Carl. Pretty slick, and again, good to have just for the, I mean, how often do Lions tours happen? You gotta get yourself that jersey. Carl also sent me this one, Southern Hemisphere Carl. It's a small, I think, medium. It's a 2017 Lions Tour jersey, but it doesn't fit. I can still hang it in the background, which is phenomenal to have. Getting near the end. Georgia, I bought this one from the UK, I think. It's an XL, but it's a wee bit on the tight side, so I don't wear it that much. That's the end of the internationals. There's a few kind of odds and ends. Canterbury match jersey was sent to me by Harry. It's another one with the old GPS pockets, tight fitting, so you don't wear it if you have had too much to drink. David, that fellow who I said just pulled me up on the side of the street to say, hey, do you want a jersey? Also gave me this North Harbour jersey, which is a team here in our local kind of competition here in New Zealand. And one of my original ones, Auckland. This is the team that I grew up supporting before Super Rugby, Ranfurly Shield and whatnot. This was my team, Auckland. I've had this jersey for years. My parents bought it for me. I remember they got this one because they went into the shop to buy it for me. They wanted 2XL. They said there was none left, but just happens that the one that was on the mannequin was this one, and they asked them to take it off the mannequin and got it for me. So, yeah, that's pretty much all the jerseys. I do have a couple of others, like a Māori All Blacks t-shirt and a fake Italy jersey that I bought for a fake versus real comparison. But yes, how many jerseys was that? I don't know. I've got a massive job now to fold all those back up and put them in there. And we're 28 minutes in, so it's almost half an hour. I feel like I need to go have a shower because it's summer. I'm sweaty. There's a circular saw going in the background, but yes, that's literally every jersey I have. I hope that was of interest. As I said, thank you to everyone who has sent me those jerseys in the past. That's a massive thing to do, to just buy something which is often not very cheap, and to post it all the way down here to New Zealand, also often not very cheap. So what can I say? Massive support. But you can see I've still got a few that I need to get, a few on my list. So I'll have to speak to Santa about what I might be able to get. To be fair, my missus doesn't like getting me jerseys for birthdays and Christmas or anything anymore because she says I don't really remember it. Like, I can't remember which ones I got for Christmas because they just kind of blend in with all the others. But the ones that I've been sent definitely kind of stick out. I don't know what it is. Like, it's a pretty, as I said, big thing for people to do. So as I said, thank you very much, guys. I hope it adds value to the channel. I do like the idea of wearing jerseys for teams that do well. It's just kind of one small way of showing respect to the teams that have kind of done the hard yards. So yeah, you guys take care of yourselves. Enjoy the holidays. Hope you're all well. And yes, I will talk to you guys again soon. See you later.